So I sent you guys a form via email for folks who pre-registered. If you didn't, shoot me an email and let me know and I can send that form to you. It'll link to this right here. It's a big kind of messy Google form URL, so I made a tiny URL for it. It's just tinyurl.com/JCU internship. Should bring you here. If you ever have any questions or anything, I can definitely email it out to you. But when you go to that link, this is kind of what it will look like. I'm going to take you guys on kind of on the back end because there's some required forms that you have to submit. And rather than submitting blank ones, I'll just kind of show you guys the way that the form works. So the first page you'll see once you click next is this required documents page. This includes your job description, resume, and learning objectives. For the job description, really recommend taking a screenshot of where you applied for the internship, whether that was on Handshake, the company's website, anything like that, like a PDF of the job description and the responsibilities is fine. What we're not looking for here is your offer letter. We're not looking for a copy and paste of things into a Word document. We're really looking for that official job description. And if any of you guys have trouble finding that or figuring it out, let me know and I'll be happy to work with you to make sure we can get an official one. This is just your resume. This is just what you submitted to get the internship. No big deal there. And then last are these learning objectives. And we recommend students try to make learning objectives that are like 3 bullet points that might be on your resume. So think about once this internship is over, what are 3 bullet points you hope that you have on there after it's over? And so that's those are those 3 documents that you'll upload there in the beginning. You'll click next and get into the student information section. This will just ask for your banner ID, first and last name. Most of you will probably be, I'm assuming, Bowler College of Business, of course. And then here's which course you're applying for. And I'll kind of explain the differences between all these. The most popular one, typically the students doing accounting busy season internships do is the CE 199 for 0 credit. There's a couple of reasons this one's a popular one. One is that it's free, 0 credit, doesn't cost you any money to take it. It still allows you to maintain your full-time student status. You can move, your financial aid, your scholarships, all those things to the summer. And the assignments for it are very minimal. The 0 credit version, you'll only do 2 short reflections on Canvas for the course, one kind of towards the beginning and then one a little after the middle of the internship. And that's pretty much it for this. I mean, your employer will have to fill out an evaluation and everything, of course, confirming your hours at the end, but that's pretty much it. These other ones here, the one that's 1 credit, 2 credits, and 3 credits, those kind of ramp up in assignments. So CE 102, you have to do those reflections I mentioned, plus an informational interview. 2-page, not a big deal. CE 103 for 2 credits, you'll do 2 informational interviews plus everything. And then CE 104, you'll do those 2 informational interviews plus a reflection paper at the end that's about 6 pages. So it's not a ton more coursework to get those credits. Typically, students will choose one of these if they need some elective credit. That's kind of what it counts for. It's like an elective. And if you don't want to take another elective course, you can certainly do one of these and obviously maintain your student status, all that good stuff, but actually get credit for it. One thing to watch out for, though, it does cost per credit hour, what a normal course would, as that goes up. And again, the 0 credit is totally free. Again, so think about that, which one you want to do. Again, it doesn't make a ton of difference to me. I want what's best for you all. So that is, that's sort of the information around those courses there. Then you'll enter your email address, your phone number, if you're an international student or not. You guys don't need to worry about this Honors Pathway Award stuff. You'll just click no. Your GPA, when you're going to be doing it, so it'll be spring 2021. Your level, expected graduation month, year, and your major. But that's what you enter for the student information on there. Pretty simple. Next up is the organization information. So here you'll enter the name, so KPMG, PwC, EY. If they're a nonprofit or not, their physical location, your supervisor's name, title, phone number, and email. Some of you may not know exactly who your supervisor is going to be at the firm, and that's totally okay. You can add in here the recruiter that you worked with, someone at the firm for now, that's totally okay, as long as they're willing to sort of sign off on everything, just be sure to let me know who your supervisor is once the internship starts. And definitely put in your actual supervisor if you know who they are. But I know sometimes there's a little bit of a lag in that. And as long as there's a representative from the company in here, that's totally fine. Just know that the email address you put in here, that person will get sort of a copy of all this info and be asked to verify that you are doing the internship. So just kind of keep that in mind. So that's it for the organization information. Next up is the position. So your title, it can be, tax intern, audit intern, whatever it might be. Your compensation, whether it's unpaid, a stipend, or an hourly rate, what that rate is, your start date and your end date. And if you don't know exactly what these are, don't stress about it. I'm not going to hold you to like a day or two, if the internship ends a little bit early or begins a little bit late, anything like that. Just kind of a rough estimate if you're not sure. And then your expected hours per week. This just lets you know that students do have to work a minimum of 135 hours for this course. Shouldn't be a big deal for you all. You're doing a busy season accounting internships. You'll be working lots of hours. You just have to click that. And that is pretty much it for this form. Once I get this information in, I'll review everything. I'll wait for your employer to verify, kind of sign off and say, yes, they're my intern. And then I can actually put you in the class that you specified up here that you want to be in. If you decide you change your mind, want to take another one, just shoot me an email. Early on, it's no big deal. Obviously, if we're halfway through the semester, I can't necessarily pull you out of it. But, before it really starts, we can obviously change all this stuff.